Hey Jai and everyone else over at Southern Solar. This is Brian from Leadhounds, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can start doing to bring in more customers through your website. So you might ask yourself, well, why is this guy going to just show us this stuff for free? Couldn't we just do it ourselves and then take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you absolutely can do that. But what I've found is that most local businesses don't have the time to worry about perfecting their website or showing up on Google searches. So if you do have the time, that's great. I encourage you to use what you learn in this video. But if not, and you like what you see here, then give me a call or shoot me an email and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies, but what am I actually talking about here? What's the goal of those strategies? And that's going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. So that's basically a word or phrase that a person is going to search in Google when they want to pay for a service, right? So it might be something like solar panels Dallas, because I know you guys serve the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And just a quick side note, I know that the solar industry revolves a lot around door knocking, salespeople, right? But this is just going to give you another channel to bring in customers where you don't have to do any work to get those leads, right? They're going to come straight through this website that you own, straight to your internal salespeople. And that's what these buyer intent keywords are going to help you do. So, solar panels Dallas. Let's take a look at that on Google. I went ahead and searched it, and we can see that the ads pop up first. Those always come up at the top, and then we have the map section, and then finally we have the organic listing. So these are the websites that show up without having to pay any money directly to Google, like with the paid ads. And as you can see here, we have some of your competitors, Sunrun, DFW Solar Electric. And if we scroll down, we can look for Southern Solar. But now we're on to the second page, and so your website doesn't show up. So what that means is all the website traffic that comes from this search is going to these websites and not to you guys. So then you got to ask, well, how many people is that really? Do I even care? And we can take a look at that. So this is a tool I use called Ahrefs. It gives me search engine data. And I went ahead and searched that keyword, solar panels Dallas, right? And we can see that right here. And we can see that 1,100 people search for that every single month. And if we go down this list, you got another 500 for Dallas solar panels, another 150 for solar panels Dallas, right? So this is literally thousands of people just searching on Google to find a service that Southern Solar provides, right? But if you're not showing up on Google for these, then nobody's going to click on your website. So we can go ahead and look at the keywords that you do show up for. So I went ahead and searched southernsolartx.com in Ahrefs, and we can look at your keywords. So I'll just sort by your ranking. So we can see that you do come up near the top for a few keywords, but those are all, like Southern Solar. So that's your business name, right? So these are going to be people that already know about you, right? You probably called them. You probably had your door knocking salesman call these people, and then they went to just check you out, make sure you're legit. But those aren't new customers, right? So if we look down a little further, here's one you do want to rank at the top for, Solar Dallas, Texas, or Solar Dallas. Here's one, 700 searches, but you're in the 49th position. So that's like the 6th, 7th page of Google, right? Nobody's scrolling that far to find a business they want to work with. So let's take a look at one of your competitors. This is DFW Solar Electric, one of those websites that popped up near the top. And we can take a look at their keywords. So you can see for them, all these keywords, solar panels Dallas, solar Dallas, look at that, 700 searches, another 700. Like, This is over 2,000 searches per month right here. And these are those buyer intent keywords we're talking about, right? These are people in Dallas looking to get solar panels. And DFW is showing up right at the top, 4th position. If we take a look at that, this is the search results. So they're actually in the 2nd position, right? You got this is the map section, and then related questions. And then there they are right there. So they're going to be in the 1st or 2nd spot for all these keywords, just getting a ton of website traffic. So how can we beat out DFW for these positions on Google? And that comes back to those 3 strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. And that first one is going to be the content on your website. So we can look at southernsolartx.com and we'll check out your content. So what I can see here is that, your website looks great, but there's not a lot of words, right? That's what I mean by content. There's not too many words on here, maybe about 100. And what Google wants to see is about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your homepage. And those words should use those keywords that you want to target. So let's take a look at that competitor, DFW. So their website, we'll scroll down. They have a little bit more content, but still not too much, probably only a few hundred words. So what that means is they are going to be easy to beat in terms of content, right? If we just do that minimum of adding 1,500 to 2,000 words, we're going to be the better website in terms of the content. Okay, so let's move on to that second strategy. That's going to be what's called backlinks. So a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google, number one, that you're a credible business, right? Because if other people are talking about you and linking to your site, that means that, you're not just some random company that started a website yesterday. And then the other thing it shows them is that you are relevant to whatever those linking websites are talking about. So if you get a link from a solar site, that's even better, right? Then it means you're relevant to the thing that people are actually searching for, which hopefully is solar panels. Okay, so we can see that you have 15 backlinks, right? 15 websites that link to your site. And if we look at your competitor, they have 114 backlinks. So right there you can see one of the reasons that they're ahead of you in those search rankings. They have way more backlinks. So what can we do about that? Well, we can actually look at the backlinks that they have, and we can go through each and every one of these, go to these websites, and get a backlink. And on top of that, what we can do is add 100 more backlinks so that we're not only matching what they're doing, but we're just blowing them out of the water. Okay, so that's backlinks. One more thing I wanted to mention is what's called the Google Map Pack. So I'm sure you've seen this. It's this section here, has the maps right here, and then these 3 featured businesses. And this is going to be really important because at 30 to 40% of the people who search things like Solar Panels Dallas actually click these links. So that's a lot of traffic that you could get from this. And how do you get in these top 3 spots? Well, one strategy we like to use is called citations. And a citation is kind of like a backlink, except instead of linking to your website, it links to your Google Maps listing. So we can basically look at these top 3 businesses, see how many citations they have, and just match that, add 100 more, make sure we're blowing them out. And on top of that, we can do things like optimizing your images and optimizing all the different fields that Google lets you fill out in the Google Maps listing. And that's going to bring you up the Maps rankings to get you that extra traffic. Okay, so those are the 3 things I wanted to talk about. Just as a reminder, it's going to be the content on your website, 1,500 to 2,000 words. Then it's going to be those backlinks, right? We want to match your competitor, add 100 more so that we're blowing them out. And finally, we have the map section, getting you in these top 3 featured businesses so that you can get that extra traffic. Okay, Jai, Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it was valuable to you. If it was, just give me a call or shoot me an email and we can talk about next steps. All right, thanks. Bye.